They didn't have what we think of as church. They just had a community. They met out in the open pastures or by the sea. They didn't have a building. Jesus didn't have a building. He didn't have pastors. He didn't have hymns. He didn't have prayers. He just had get togethers. And they were just kind of a random group of people from all walks of life who decided to get together. They'd eat together. A lot of them donated their money to the poorer people in the group. And they'd learn and they'd teach each other the lessons that Jesus taught them. They just had open discussions. There was no sermons. So it was kind of like a commune. The first church wasn't a church, it was a gathering. Jesus didn't have church. Jesus had gatherings. And the reason Jesus didn't have a church was because in the early days, everyone got along. And after Jesus died, everyone started arguing and fighting, like Peter, Paul, and James. And then at that point, they really needed to organize themselves into churches because they had to get it all under control. But when Jesus was alive, there was no arguing and no fighting. There was a whole lot of hope. Jesus never instituted a church because he never instituted rules or beliefs or theologies or a system of authority. Jesus came to do away with all those things so that we could rediscover the rules inside of our own heart. And so that you could realize the natural beliefs that you already possessed inside your soul. The belief that breathing alone will give you peace. And so that you could understand the theology of your body, that your muscles and your bones and your feelings will carry and release all the energies you need to realize your highest goals. And that so you could know that the authority to love freely, live freely, express your joy freely is born within you. Jesus was controversial for this because he said that no one authorizes you to live, to love, to be happy. You do. You're the author of your life story, and therefore you are the spiritual authority in your life. The God who gives you power and authority to live, himself, God lives inside of your own heart. Listen to your heart and find the scripture of love written there. Jesus didn't need a building because you are the church. You are a temple of God. Jesus said, "See, I make everything new." Church is where you feel renewed again and again every time you go there. Where do you feel renewed? Where do you go to meet God? And write this in your journal right now.